Yo, what's up, Fafu? Everybody else, welcome in. I'm OHRye, yada yada yada. More live streaming today. So for those that are unaware, Steam Next Fest started today. Steam Next Fest, for those that don't know, Steam Next Fest is an event they have. It seems kind of like every 3 or 4 months. Somewhere around there. I think the last one was maybe June. So I guess that would be, about 4 months. I think it was June. But they make a big deal out of, showcasing all these new and upcoming games. And a bunch of devs will drop demos, or they'll update their demos, or all that stuff. So that's kind of what we're going to do today. We're going to play demos. I'm going to have a lot of content on my channel this week. I already have like 6 Steam Next Fest videos recorded, so there's going to be a lot of that. The first game we're going to be trying out here is Cosmic Invasion, which is a sort of old school retro side-scrolling beat 'em up with Marvel. So we have Nova, Captain America, Storm, Venom, Wolverine, She-Hulk, Rocket Raccoon, and Spider-Man, and then... Ooh, I actually don't know who this is. Phyla Vel? She looks like Magic. Is that Magic? At this point, me writing Rock and Stone pre-stream is customary. I totally understand it. Alright, let's go with her. I don't really know... Oh, we get to pick 2 characters. Okay, then let's go with good old Cap. This game is full co-op too, which is kind of cool.
Perfect cover for a bank job.
All right, I don't know how to play this. Most of these games I haven't played these yet. So a lot of the demos we're gonna play today are just gonna be literally jumping in. I downloaded them. I may have tested to see if they work on the channel, and then that's about it. Okay, so I have like a dash, sort of like a dash move where I can dash backwards. Do I have any other? Oh, okay. We have some sort of special attack here. Let's let's go to how to play. So we have a melee, a power attack, defensive action, a jump. RB is a special. And then we can swap heroes. Okay. Sweet. That's pretty cool. Oh, she can fly. Oh, shit. I like side-scrolling beat 'em ups. They've been making a resurgence, recently. So what's my... Oh, so his is kind of like a block and deflect. That's kind of cool. So it seems like everybody's going to have a sort of different defensive ability. So, hers is sort of a dash back. Cap's is a block or reflect. Hey, what up, Tony? How we doing? I think I like Cap better, because I like his deflect, or whatever his block is. Are there also going to be videos? Sadly, can't watch the whole stream. There will be, for the games we play tonight, maybe there will be videos, but there are going to be Steam Next Fest videos. For these particular ones, everything, for the live streams, everything gets put on a VOD. So you can always go back and watch that. But I don't know if I'll be making individual videos for each of the games here tonight. I'll see. Some of them I might. But what's up, meh? Alright. Oh, there we go. That's our special. But I love Steam Next Fest. I love checking out all these new demos and stuff. I kind of had a lot of misfortune this time around, though, because I feel like I've been playing quite a few games that have crashed on me. Like, mid recording, and then I had to kind of redo some stuff. But it's not so bad. Aw. Okay, I was charging at you, but you charged at me first. I thought I could jump over him in time. Oh, you can't jump over him. Guy's not even that tough. I'm just trying to outsmart him too much. I'm outthinking myself. What is this gonna do? Oh, that's probably gonna fill up my meter, huh?
That's enough.
I'm definitely not good at beat 'em ups though.
Ready for action.
This game's pretty good though. Ooh, what's going on in there?
I gotta get away from these freaks.
Why are they chasing Beetle? They want
That's
to
right,
make
we
us
can
take
switch
over.
characters too.
The troopers think he's one of them, betraying the hive mind. No.
Oh, hold on. She can fly, huh? Yeah, so we can actually fly.
My sword is mightier.
Am I just supposed to keep attacking? What am I supposed to do here? I mean, I guess I could just fly with her, right? Gonna work
I was born
night shift, have the opportunity, some demos, and second stellar, and curse mark. Okay, those are the ones you've tried. I'll have to look those ones up. I don't think I have those one on my radar. What up, C-Bonds?
I'm not done yet.
We're doing pretty good tonight. Just trying out some Steam Next Fest demos, see if there's anything out there that we like.
Ready to fight back.
Oh, come on. You can have my share of the loot.
I remember playing, you know, back in my day, the 90s. Would always play the X-Men Marvel game, the arcade game, side-scrolling beat 'em up. That was a really fun one. That was the one with like the huge machine.
Life threatens.
Never thought I'd miss that sparkling Beetle repartee.
Oh shit. Man, I can't get the timing down. Like I said, I'm bad at these games. Just do a couple hits. Couple hits and then move. Can I block this? Okay, now what's he gonna do?
Get ready to shine, Phyla.
I don't know who this is. Does anyone know who she is? Viola? Viola Vale? I think that's what her name is. I honestly have no idea who she is. She looks like Magic. Is it like Magic's like evolved form? Luckily this game's pretty generous with your health, because I should be dead by now. At least you would think so. Yeah, I think we got him. Well, gotta go. Hope you enjoy the demos. All right, man. Thank you for coming by. This reminds me of Double Drag. Yeah, this is definitely one of those type of games. They made a new Ninja Turtles one too, which I never got around to playing. I forget what that one was called. Came out not too... Well, actually, I did play it, huh? What was that one called? I forget what that was called, but they did make a new Ninja Turtles one. Gross.
Modok was captured by S.H.I.E.L.D., but AIM is now breaking him out as part of a pact with the invaders.
Even the powers from the
I like these games though. They're very nostalgic.
That's enough.
Okay, so this guy I can block his shots, right? That's kind of cool. So far, I like Cap better than the other character.
This all day.
Oh, Cap's dead. Just like that, Cap died. I googled it and said she's the daughter of Captain Marvel. Oh, interesting. Cause yeah, I have never heard of her. Must be like a new thing. Do you know? Does it give like a year she was introduced? I don't know. I guess I've never really been a Captain Marvel fan, but I still. Usually, you kind of hear most of these characters, and to put her in a video game seems.
We can push aim, soldier.
You know, I'm not against it. You know, but usually these types of games have you know the more bigger known characters. And so to put in a character there that I never heard of that's a choice. You know, we got Cap, we got Storm, we got She-Hulk, Spider-Man, Venom. Nova's an interesting choice because Nova's not like overly popular. We're wrecking now. Oh gosh, I keep falling off the edge though.
MODOK must have reached the helicarrier's deck by now. We have to catch him before he can join up with the bugs.
No. 2003 was when she was introduced. Yeah, I guess that probably makes sense. I thought she'd be a little bit newer than that, though. But by 2003, I probably wasn't really into Marvel as much anymore. You know, I would have been an adult by then. So I wasn't as into, like most people, you know, you get into stuff as you're a kid, and then you become a teenager and adult, and then you do adult things, and then when you get older, you start doing the kid stuff again. Which is an interesting dynamic here. Because now I'm into Pokemon, video games, comic books, all that. I kind of got out of that, you know, when... Although I never really got out of video games, but some of the other stuff, like Pokemon, like... I got out of Pokemon, like, by the time I was, like, later in high school. But now, back as a 42-year-old, getting back into Pokemon. I do, I'm not, like, as into comics as much anymore. But if I do, it's usually... Like, my comic knowledge now of Marvel is pretty much dead. Because I don't follow Marvel anymore. At least not the comics. I do the movies and all that stuff still. But in terms of comics, I never read Marvel or DC at all. I'm usually more into the indie stuff because... Mainly because it's too hard now to get caught up. I feel like if I read a Marvel comic book, I'm not going to understand anything anymore. You know what I mean? There's just so much history and lore behind Marvel that I just feel I'm out of it now. So I'll kind of read these just one-off comics by like Dark Horse or Image or something. Something where I don't need to know the history of every superhero for the last 50 years.
That's
What's up, Justin? Hey, happy Steam Next Fest. My favorite time of the year. It's like Christmas.
It's better than rations.
I wonder how big this demo is. I keep forgetting this is only a demo, so there's gonna be an end here probably sooner than I want it. I like how we trigger this rifle by hitting it. What's the name of this game? This game is Cosmic Invasion.
Shield flame.
This demo came out maybe about a week ago. But Cosmic Invasion. I have a couple other demos lined up, but if anybody has anything they want to recommend or want to see, I can give it a try. The only problem is I have issues with certain types of games, like especially indie games that run on Unreal Engine. I tend to get like a lot of crashes playing those types of games, so it's all gonna depend. Oh, Taskmaster and MODOK.
That's the bug's problem now.
Helping alien invaders, masters? Thought better of you.
You shouldn't, Winghead. Beekeepers of bugs, their money's still green.
Come in, Phyla.
Oh, gotta block that. See, I can parry too, buddy.
Ricochet.
Am I just gonna do this the whole time? But it doesn't deplete his health when I do this. Okay, so we gotta do something different here. Oh, I walked right into his shield. I was trying to do my ultimate. Oh, and we missed it. Dang it. Okay, so it seems like we can make him drop his shield and then he has... Oh, but he just picks it up. Dang. Okay, so maybe walk through him when he does that.
Sword flash.
Yeah, definitely old school Avengers, so let's see. Dang it! And then he does this different attack there. They all do something like a little bit different. Okay, there we go. So when he doesn't have a shield, you know, that's when we wreck him. But just don't let him get a shield. I'll be honest, I haven't figured out the pattern yet. Other than when he drops his shield, but I don't know how to get him to throw his shield.
Twin blades.
Okay, we got him. What up, Dylan?
Dealing with the protection.
I never really got into comics, but a buddy is and takes a lot, and it does, man. Like with Marvel stuff, it takes forever. What up, Char? Yeah, with Marvel stuff, it's too much. It's too overwhelming. That's why I don't really read Marvel anymore. You know, they'll be like, oh, here's Captain America. And it's like, huh, okay, well, how much of this do I need to remember? How much of this do I really need to know about? Like, are they going to throw in characters that I've never... Oh, that's it? That was pretty quick. Okay, let's do one more run through with this game. Let's try some different characters, though. Okay, so we did Cap and then Phyla Vale. What up, Duck? this game looks fantastic. It is. I do think that is a pretty cool game. Okay, who do we want to see? Who do we want to see? Spider-Man, Storm, Venom? Venom and Spider-Man? Maybe that combo? She-Hulk over here? Of course, Wolverine. Everybody loves Wolverine. Okay, so we got one vote for Venom, and then we get one more character. First name I see is the one we get. Otherwise, we're going... otherwise, we're gonna go Venom Spider-Man combo. Or no, they might be too similar. I might try She-Hulk, Venom She-Hulk. Anybody. You got 3 seconds. Spittle. Okay. Alright, we got Rocket. We'll go Rocket. We'll go Venom and Rocket. Rocket looks pretty cool.
Perfect cover for
So it only takes about... How long has this been? So I've been on about... So the demo only takes about 15 minutes to complete.
Don't need the old spider sense to figure out there's trouble downtown. Watch out, these bugs.
Okay, so his special is that he can grab. So that's like his... Every character does play pretty differently. I bet... Yep, I was about to say, I bet you he can swing. And then let's try... Oh, let's try Rocket. And Rocket's gonna be a little bit of a ranged character here, huh? Yeah. Oh, look at the graphics on Rocket. Rocket looks great. Okay, so we get like a charge weapon here. Okay, Rocket's pretty cool. Let's see what Rocket can do. Oh, sick. So Rocket gets a double jump here. Man, this game is good. This game's got some good... Okay. So his is a... Okay, so he can kind of roll in any direction. And if we hit someone, we drop a bomb. Didn't make his gun big enough? Oh, let's see. Let's do a special. Oh, there you go. Is that big enough?
You have no chance against us.
I'm assuming that's probably a block or a deflect. We can pick up and throw. Game name, yeah, Marvel Cosmic Invasion for this one.
We prefer brains.
I like Rocket. I like his sort of ranged abilities here. And then when you get up close, he switches to a melee attack, which is pretty nice. Whoa, what was that? Was that me? Also reminds me of Double Dragon. Exactly. This is definitely retro style. Gosh, okay. How are we gonna deal with this guy? I guess like that. I'm just, oh man, these these side scroll beat 'em up games though, they're hard to get used to again. This is an interesting combo.
Hey, come on! There's enough dough to go around for everyone!
Hold on, I gotta find the next grenade.
Oh, wait, we don't need, oh.
Cover your ears.
Okay, so we can't just spam grenades. I get it.
I ain't picky about food.
What does that? Something causes that huge explosion. I don't know what it is. That's a good way to deal with these shield guys. The grenade. Yeah, what does that? Flip, we are playing Marvel Cosmic Invasion.
I gotta get away from these freaks.
We're basically, what we're doing tonight is,
Taylor?
what we're gonna do tonight is, because it's Steam Next Fest, so if you're a fan of the channel, you know that I cover Steam Next Fest games whenever they do the event. And so that's what we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna be playing a couple demos. So we'll play this game, and then we'll try, I have some other games lined up too. We got some waifu roguelike type game. And then I have a couple other things downloaded. I basically just looked through whatever was the most popular topping the charts currently for demos on Steam Next Fest, because they have a Steam Next Fest tab if you haven't seen. And so you can look up all the games on there, and that's basically what I did. So that's usually where I pull all my games from. Oh, man.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so we gotta fight this guy again.
No, don't, please. Life threatens. All will fall for a nihilist.
Actually, we might do better with this character against...
Life threatens.
Never thought I'd miss that sparkling beetle repartee.
This feels kind of like cheating. This is much easier with a ranged character.
Heads out.
Oh, we totally missed that for the most part. Okay, let's go back to Rocket and just cheese him.
Now that's shocking.
He keeps getting his shield up, huh? Do I need to, like, deplete him before his shield goes? I don't know what I'm doing there, but I somehow, like, did a slide combo where I was just dropping,
You can't handle me.
where I was just dropping the bombs the whole time. I think it's maybe whenever I get hit or something with Rocket.
Didn't even work up a sweat.
Alright, so first stage clear. Duck, I think you're a little bit behind. I think you're...
Hey, change my cost.
When you see this, can someone tell Duck that I think Duck is behind? Because sometimes when the game pauses, or when your video pauses or something, or something can cause your video to pause, I think Duck's on a pause right now. Duck feels about 5 minutes behind. I don't like, man, I can't. It's like when I try to do a, it's like I can just kind of constantly do this, huh? I can't get the timing on that attack right though.
The tongue on this guy.
Oh like the trash talk. They like, see ya. I like the Zack Snyder stuff. I haven't watched any of that. I gave up on DC a long time ago. I was never, I mean, I was never a DC kid. I never liked Superman. I never liked Batman. I always thought they were lame and boring. I was always into Marvel and X-Men. X-Men was always my favorite.
Hold on, I gotta find the next grenade. You guys are no threat.
But yeah, DC stuff never got into. I like the Batman movies. The Wonder Woman movie was okay, but then the second Wonder Woman movie I thought was horrible. I never liked Aquaman. I didn't like the Aquaman movies. Didn't like Flash. Yeah, the new Superman movie was awesome though. I will say that. I was a huge fan of the new Superman movie. I was into the Marvel movies until Phase 4. They've fallen off a ton. There was... It's just, I mean, they peaked at like, you know, like Infinity War. Infinity War and Endgame. Anything after that feels very, eh.
Just a bunch of jabroni.
I haven't seen,
We have to catch him before he can join.
I saw Fantastic Four. I thought that was decent. What's the other one that they... Man, what's the other one that they just came out with right before that? The one with, Black Widow's sister. I can't remember. For whatever reason, the name of the movie, the name of the group is escaping me. The Deadpool movies were good. Although I will say I think the Deadpool movies are slightly overrated, but I thought they were good. Thunderbolts, thank you, Char. That's I haven't seen that yet. It's on streaming too now, I'm pretty sure, and I don't know why. I just haven't had, even though I have heard good things about that one, you know, I do need to watch it.
And I'm just getting stuck.
Oh, I tried to do my... There we go.
You have no chance against us.
Alright, we're not doing so hot this time, but...
Our brains.
Again, we'll get our full health here. Or almost full health. Yeah, that's what the Deadpool movies were. I think they were good. Mine was fun. It's not like I didn't like them. I just think... I do think they're... I just think they're a little overhyped. You know, I think they're a solid, like, 7, 8 out of 10. Whereas a bunch of my friends who watched it is like, oh, it's the greatest Marvel movie ever. And it's like, okay. Like, I don't believe that, but... Yeah, after Infinity War and Endgame, I don't know. Marvel did kind of... It's like they lost direction. And I think losing, what's the guy's name? Jonathan Majors. I think that was probably, that was probably a big hit for them. because you know he was supposed to kind of. It seemed like he was kind of on task to be their new main villain, but then he had all his whatever sexual assault scandal, so they had to drop him. And now it's okay. Now we're bringing back Robert Downey Jr. and he's gonna be Doctor Doom. It's just like, okay, I don't know. I can't, you can't get mad about it until you actually see it, but it seems weird to bring back Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, losing Black Panther, man, that's so sad. Black Panther movies were good. Wakanda forever. Man, I can't jump and shoot. That's kind of lame. Maybe that would be overpowered.
Just don't drool on my clothes.
Robert Downey Jr. is a good choice for Doctor Doom. I mean, I'm not... The only thing I'm against about that is I feel like they just didn't... It just feels like a cop-out, kind of. Like, I like Robert Downey Jr. I think he's a good actor. I think he was an amazing Iron Man. I think they'll make it make sense in a way in the story that, it's like, it's gonna be fine. But it feels like a cop-out. Like, it feels like... It definitely feels like, okay, we lost our other main villain, and so now we need to kind of switch gears here a little bit. And they're, what are we gonna do? Like, oh, let's bring back Robert Downey Jr. That's the only thing I don't like about it, is it just feels like you could tell that probably that wasn't their intended plan here.
Hold on, I gotta find the next grenade.
Oh, I shot it too soon. Who else could have played Doctor Doom though? I don't know. Anybody? I'm sure there's a lot. I'm sure there's a lot of good choices out there. But it's just why did you have to bring back Robert Downey Jr.? He was the main character, but like his story, I mean, spoilers for a 10-year-old movie, but his story ended. I would have rather just seen someone else get the role. But I wonder if I haven't like followed the phases too much, but was Doctor Doom always the plan too? Or did they shift gears on that also?
You guys are no threat.
Let's finish him off strong. Cause let me see real quick. The volume leaves when I click out of it. But yeah, like, just with losing Jonathan Majors and Kang, like him was supposed to be Dr. Doom was supposed to be the for Final Fantasy IV, was he? And then they shifted that. Yeah, I I feel like I don't know. I think losing Kang really messed them up. Okay, let's try a new one here. Pedro Pascal could be a good Dr. Doom. I mean, yeah, he could have been. Sorry, I'm switching games now, so you gotta give me a second. So we're gonna play our waifu roguelike type game. You guys will see it in a second here. There we go. Here we go. Hell Maiden. So this was one of the top games on Steam Next Fest. So let's jump in and see what this game's about. Auto aim on, skip spell animation off, dialogue speed, general is fine. Do you wish to keep these settings? Yes. Okay, so let's go into new game. New game? New game. I like the graphics. I like it when games do like these pixelized, like, wait, okay. I was gonna say I can't move. Dante? It really is you. Oh, I thought I'd never see you again, Dante. You have to tell me all about it. Did you meet her? What is the Garden of Eden like? So this is another, you know, this is all the types of games I play. This is a bullet hell, horde survival, roguelike game. Is everything all right, Dante? Who are you? It's me, Virgil. Are we playing Devil May Cry? You remember me, don't you? Come, beloved, don't be afraid. Dante. Okay, let's get to the game. Wait, Dante. Where are you going? Man, this game is very story heavy in the beginning, huh? Okay, we're going through our portal. Wait, take me with you. Chrono Trigger? Yeah, I could see that. You know, the music's not too bad. Okay, here we go. Circle 1, the limbo. I feel like I'm gonna get copyrighted for this music, though. Heed my words, beloved. Take this gift. This is my gift to you. You have my blessing. Let's see. You must live, Dante. Come meet me in Paradiso. Paradiso? Alright, are we gonna play or what? You have to be careful, Dante. Eek! Look out! Okay, here we go. Spell, dash charges, health, experience, our time, our mini-map, our player hand. Oh, a player hand, what is that? Okay, here we go. So that must just be our attacks then, huh? Okay, then we do have... Music is way too low for us. Okay, I can up it a little bit. Let me check what the settings are too. Audio. Everything's maxed there. Okay. Continue. Alright, that might be a little bit better. So what do we have here? Controls. So we have a spell dash stats interact. Okay, so Y is our spell. I don't think I have a spell yet though. Okay, so now we get our first level up here. Ooh. Okay, mod cards. Don't change it. Don't get copyrighted music. Oh yeah, that's that's true. Keep the volume low. We won't get the copyright. Mod cards modify and enhance your weapon cards during the run. Explore different combinations and refine your playstyle. Okay, so we get card level, main attribute, card color. Background color indicates the card type, and then we get a description. Cards that apply extra effects. There are various types of mod cards. Each type is indicated by the card's background color. There are 5 different types of mod cards: boost, effect, spread, miracle, and curse. Boost cards give a single stat on an individual weapon card. Effect cards, cards that apply extra effects to your weapon card. Spread cards, cards that spread boost and or effects across multiple weapon cards. How you position them in your hand is key. This game is more complicated than I thought it was going to be. Rare cards that grant multiple powerful boost and or effects. Rare cards that give you an extraordinary advantage that comes at a significant cost. Okay, let's do... These are pretty big buffs. 30% chance on kill pulling experience. Increases critical chance by 20% or increases damage. Let's do critical chance. And then I guess so we put this on the spell. So we basically still have one spell, but now it increases that critical chance by 20%. That's actually kind of cool. Now this game has a mini map, but I wonder if there's really anything to care about here. Okay, let's do the attack speed, and so we put that on this again. You know, I'm not hating against this right now. I think this is actually... I want to see if there's anything to explore. That's always a big deal for me in these types of games. You know, you give me a mini map, you give me... Okay, there is. So there's something over... There's a couple things over here. So what is this thing? Oh, movement boost. Okay. So we're just gonna get, like, boost by doing this? Okay, we need to make sure we're getting this XP, though. The angle of the game is a little bit weird. Are you aiming or is that automatic? It's automatic. You can turn it off though if you want to. Weapon cards are the different attacks you can collect throughout the run. Your player hand can hold up to 4 unique cards. So we get different weapons. So what do we get here? Cast a piercing fireball. Summons a circular sigil that damages enemies surrounding you. Strikes a random enemy with a lightning bolt. Okay, let's do the fireball. So then we get a new spell. And now we'll be able to, when we get those other sorts of level ups, we'll be able to maybe put those on the fireball or our other spell now. Which is kind of cool. See, so now we're gonna get, like increases projectile count. So, okay, I like this. This is, I do really like this kind of stuff. So now we'll get sort of a bonus that I can put on. So obviously, we'll take the increased projectile amount and then we'll put it on our fireball. So I guess I could put it on this, but I don't know how that would work with like a melee sword attack. So let's just go on the fireball. So now we should theoretically shoot 2 fireballs. Yeah, we are shooting 2 fireballs. They go in opposite directions, but that's fine. I like that though. That kind of stuff leads to you know, a lot of spell customization. Increases projectile count again. You can merge 2 copies of the same card to level it up. To do this, drag one of them on top of the other of your player hand. You'll know they're ready when there's an orange glow. You can merge 2 cards of the same level. Mod cards can be evolved up to level 3, and each level enhances your card's appearance. Their base stats are increased with every level up. Okay, so if I take this, I can merge it with this one. Cool. And then that gives us a projectile count of 2, and it only takes up 1 spot still. I don't know what this is. Spells. Attain the spell token during your run and hit 0. I think our spell button is Y. Save it for when you're in a pinch and then use your spell. Let's see. Card collecting, roguelike, bullet hell. Yep. It's. Are you aiming or is that automatic? Yep, automatic. I think the market is getting a little too saturated. I agree. I think the problem is there's very few that actually try to do something unique and new. The problem with these games is I think it's fine if you want to make a roguelike survivor game, but I think you need to sort of offer something new, don't you? That's the problem. Like, a lot of these games, they're just not unique enough. Dante's and ooh, look at this. Look at this. Okay, that was pretty sick. That was actually kind of cool. I'm not hating against that animation. Oh, what is this? Offered by Beatrice herself, charms give your stats a small power up. However, they'll only affect your current run. They come in 3 different rarities: bronze, silver, and gold. Okay, so this one's going to increase my movement speed. This will increase my XP gain. Or this will increase damage against enemies with full HP. Let's do the XP gain. So yeah, there's 2 ways to do these types of games. One, you either offer something incredibly unique that, you know, we haven't really seen or played before, or you make an insanely polished game with nothing that's necessarily new. You know, you don't really offer any new mechanics, but you have a super highly polished game that works incredibly well. The graphics are really nice. I think those are the only ways to do this now. If you're just going to make a generic game that doesn't have the polish or doesn't have a unique feature to it, then that's a tough sell. Increases attack size of adjacent weapons. See, this is pretty cool though. This mod card system is, I like this. This is cool. Okay, so let's do the damage, and I'm gonna put that on the fireball. And then I want to see what happens. So I want to see what happens when we die. Okay, so let's do the projectile count again. And then I don't think I can merge that though, huh? Yeah, I can't merge it yet. I think it has to maybe be the same level. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, increases overall crit rate. Increases overall attack size. Let's do attack size. And then let's do damage, and then we'll merge that with this one. Did that actually end up being less? I think it was, huh? That if it was separated, because I think it was 30%, right? And it only gave me 50. But I guess it's still better technically because it only takes up 1 slot. Okay, so another one of these. Increases damage against full health. Movement speed. Let's do the movement speed this time. The real-time strategy games feel like a genre that can be tapped into again. I know there's a few that come out, but I feel like not a lot of people are really playing those anymore, huh? The days of StarCraft, Warcraft, Command and Conquer. Those days are long gone. Leave it. Oh, this is our next spell. Press A to move each stack of cards to your desired position. You can switch individual mod cards with different weapon cards. All right. Let's see. What do we have here? 2 swirling spheres around you, a scorching path. Let's do the whirling spheres around you. Could you imagine if they came out with a new StarCraft game in 2025? Or 2026? Or anytime soon? That would be nuts. I honestly can't believe they haven't released a StarCraft game since StarCraft 2. Let's do the movement speed again. I would play a StarCraft 3. I wouldn't play it competitively, that's for sure. I would play the campaign though. Oh, what's happening here? Uh-oh. I don't know what this is. Oh, we're just surrounded. Okay, let's do attack size, and I want to put that on this. So that should make the spheres bigger then, I assume. Oh, these trees. I keep getting stuck on the trees. Okay, let's do our ultimate here. I have a 98% completion in StarCraft 2. Love RTSs. Yeah, RTSs are good. I really loved StarCraft to StarCraft 2. I keep saying my dream game. Like, one of my dream games right now would be if Blizzard made a StarCraft Horde survival game like this. They have the perfect setup for it, and I'm surprised they haven't. And I feel like Blizzard likes to jump in on these popular genres, you know. They made their game Hearthstone, and then Heroes of the Rift to kind of copy League of Legends, or Heroes of the Storm, whatever that one was called, Heroes of the Storm, I think. So I'm surprised that Blizzard is obviously, like, Blizzard has fallen off the last like 20 years, but I'm still kind of surprised that they haven't done that. You know, if they just invested in a StarCraft Horde survival game, that'd be great. I feel like the yeah, I mean, in a way, but I want to see Jim Raynor, and like, I want to play as the ghost character. Let's do the lightning bolt, and we'll put that on our last spell. And then I want to just fight Zerg enemies in a game like this, where I just play my character, I level them up, I die, and then I repeat, you know? Like, could you imagine playing this as like a fire bat? There's so many different characters and classes you could pick from. Blizz sat back and said, who cares after WoW? Pretty much. That's kind of what it feels like. EA just got new owners, so maybe we see Command and Conquer back. Kerrigan's a great one. That would just, I just want to see, I would love to see more. I think we talked about that. I don't think it was the last stream, but maybe like a couple weeks ago. Just talking about how I'd like to see, how we were talking about how this market is a little bit saturated. Oh, this one increases projectiles by 2. Whoa. Okay, well then let's merge that on this one. So that increases it, oh, only by 3 though. But I still want to see a big developer take on the roguelike genre. The bullet hell survival games. Okay, so the one thing I'm noticing about this game, I was trying to kind of figure out what it is. This game doesn't have full 360 movement. So it, like, you can only move like in the whole 8 directional, and you can't really move straight up or left to right. Like, it's really awkward. The movement is really weird in this game. So it doesn't really feel that smooth. All right, let's do the damage. We'll merge that. I was kind of trying to figure out what it is, and I feel like maybe it's the angle of the way the game plays. I don't know, but it has like a Deep Rock Galactic angle, but it just doesn't feel, I don't know, it doesn't feel as natural, the movement. It's not as precise, you know? Like if I run in a circle, I run like in a weird circle. I run in a square, basically. I can't run in a circle. I think we're gonna die here too. I want to see what happens when we die though. Maybe I want to see if there's some sort of meta progress or any of that kind of stuff. Let's do the projectile count again. And then let's put that on here. So that should give us like 5 now, yeah. I like this card system though. Oh, we're dead. I like the card system though. The card system in this game is actually pretty cool. Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. Okay, I want to see what happens now. Do we get a hub area? Do we get upgrades? We don't see anything on the right-hand side. So, okay. And then we get to see what spells. This is pretty cool. This is a good end screen. So our fireballs did the most damage. With the whatever that blazing quill is. And then you can see all the upgrades you put on to it. This is cool. Okay, I would imagine we get some sort of town, right? Yeah, so here we go. Dante! Thank goodness you're all right. I saw someone. I heard her voice. A voice? She beckoned to me to meet her in Paradiso. Dante, do you really not remember me? I don't, but you seem to know who I am. Where am I? What were those beasts? We're in hell, Dante, in limbo, to be precise. Hell, you say? You and I, we traveled through the 9 circles and up the mountain of Purgatory. I left you at the gates of the Garden of Eden just 2 days ago, but now you're somehow back in limbo and you're different. How do I know you're telling the truth, Virgil? I know who you were talking to, Dante, but I won't tell you unless you help me. I don't see how I can be of any help, Virgil. You see, this forum where we stand, this is where all virtuous pagans end up after death. Poets, great thinkers, and artists from ages gone all lived here. I too am one of them. There's nobody else here. Yada yada yada. Something's amiss. Okay, I'm gonna kind of skip all this. This is a lot. Oh, Dante, I knew you'd understand. Her name is Beatrice. Beatrice, you'll take me to her? I'll follow you to the ends of the earth. Let's go find her. I did see someone make a mod for StarCraft 2 that turns the campaign into... Oh, that would be sick. Okay, so here, we do get a little hub area, huh? Oh, how I missed you, Dante. I'm so glad we're together again. Okay, let's see. Yeah, see, we do get a hub area here. Okay, so what's Where do we upgrade our stuff, though? There's all these spirits. Okay, so there's Limbo. I wonder if these are all going to be different worlds. Oh, no. Is there no meta progress, though? Huh, there's a ton of different portals. But I don't see any sort of meta progress. What's over here? This feature is only available in the full version. Ooh. That might be our meta progress stuff, so maybe that. I don't know. Alright, okay, so no meta yet. At least from what it looks like, because she doesn't give us meta. And then this thing. That's a bummer. I was hoping to see some sort of meta progress area. Alright, let's go do one more run, and then we'll maybe try one more game before we get off here. Okay, we'll try some different spells this time. This game has potential. Alright, chance to apply burn, chance to apply poison. Let's do attack speed on this one. You know, this is a game that's good enough to where, you know what, I'll wishlist this. I'm not a fan of the controls, though. The controls don't feel smooth at all. With these types of games, that's what's so good about games like Spell Brigade or Deep Rock Galactic. The movement feels so good. This game's definitely lacking that. Let's do poison. Okay, so now we get our new spells. Let's do the Kindled Embers. Summons a circular sigil that damages enemies surrounding you. So these one kind of do the same stuff. We'll try this one. So this is our solar pulse. So is it only doing damage then when it's on fire? It is, huh? Increases attack, projectile count. Okay, so yeah, so it's not gonna work on some of these. So when you look at projectile count, see how it doesn't highlight the other spell? Alright, so yeah, so that's not gonna work on that, but let's do that on this one. So then we should get 2 slices then, yeah? Oh yeah, we're firing out 2 swords now. Damage. Let's do poison and merge that. So that's going to be like 50% then, I bet. Yeah, 50. The game definitely... So the game does have a mini map, and it does have sort of things to get, but I don't know if they're really worth it. I guess some of it might be, you know, like the movement speed and dash stuff. I don't know if that's worth it, but you know, those rewards might be. What does this do? Max HP. Oh, unless these are, if these are permanent buffs. Huh, okay, maybe these are permanent buffs. If they're permanent buffs, then they're worth it. Hold the Mine. I think I have that one downloaded, Justin. That's a dwarf game, right? Because I have a lot of dwarf games in my that pop up in my my feed. Damage against reduces damage, increases damage against elite enemies and bosses. All right, let's take that since we're literally fighting a boss right now. I've looked at so many games today though that I can't quite remember which ones were which, but that name sounds super familiar. Let's go attack size, and we'll put that on this one. Yeah, when I look through when I look through game recommendations, there's a whole section that says dwarf games. You want to play some dwarf games? Like, I guess. I guess I'm a dwarf gamer. I thought that was pretty funny. That there's literally a section for dwarf games. It's like its own genre. Let's do movement speed. Increases attack speed of every weapon but to the right. On kill, 30% chance of explosion that deals damage to surrounding enemies. I want to do that one. So we'll put that on this one then, I guess. Can I switch my cards around? Yeah, like I want to switch these. Okay, so we can switch stuff. That's cool. Okay, we're gonna do attack size. Figured the sword's probably a better one to have the explosions on. What's this one gonna do? Full area? So it's just gotta be our pickup radius, probably. Increases overall attack duration, critical damage. Let's do the duration. I'm gonna make your recent mega boom. Are you? I don't remember which video that was in, but are you talking about the one where I talk about how I'm not bitter about that game? Because I'm not bitter about Mega Bonk. I'm going to assume that's the rant you're talking about, because I very, very much remember that rant. Yeah. Oh, here's a new one. Strikes random enemies with piercing spikes. Let's go with that one. Yeah, Mega Bonk. Mega Bonk's always going to be one of those games that like leaves a sore spot with me, you know? It just is. I'm always going to have some sort of resentment against it. Something I can't help, you know? Just it is what it is. Like I'm watching one of my other streamer friends. He's a Portuguese streamer though, so obviously different fan base, but he's about the same size as me, you know, like we're like around like 15,000 subs, and then this dude this dude does Mega Bonk videos, and he's putting up 100,000 views on like all his videos. And you know, he was like about the same size as me, you know, like a 16,000 sub. And just all of a sudden, like, bam, his last like 4 or 5 videos all hitting 100K. His streams are hitting 500, 600 people. He got like 6,000 subs in like a week. It's nuts. I mean, I'm like, obviously I'm super happy for the dude. Like, he deserves it. He's a really good content creator. But then you can't help but think like, man, like, that's a bummer that didn't happen to me too. You know, we could all share, like, everybody can get a ton of Mega Bonk views. No, that's what it is. Like, that's part of it too. I mean, he has like a different fan base. He has like a whole fan base that'll like come to him and like no one else, you know? So it's definitely different. But yeah, just seeing like the insane numbers he's been putting up like this last week, crazy. Like literally 100,000 views on most of his videos. I like these cut scenes for like our powers. These are actually pretty cool. I'm assuming, I wonder if there's different characters. Let's do reduces damage. Oh, we're dead. Yeah, this game's fine. This game's fine. It's like, I like the mechanics of it. I really like this card system. I think the card system here is actually really, really, really cool. The gameplay itself is leaves a little bit to be desired though. But I think it's fine. Like, this is the game oh wait, are we getting more stuff here? Before we go, Dante, there's something I'd like to share with you. Our stellar skies heed my call. Beyond fate, beyond destiny, from this forum to her eternal embrace, allow me to serve as a guide once more. The embodiment of my spirit is with you now, Dante. Your spirit? Upon that altar is all I can offer you. Use that as you see fit, Dante. Alright, well, let's see what this is. Allow the... Oh, wait, hold on. We unlocked Virgil's blessing. Are we gonna have to do another run here? It's difficult to explain, so we kind of merged. Emotional, incredibly emotional. You're dead now too, and I suppose that's the difference. No choice, okay. I don't know what happened there. Signature weapon cards represent unique abilities specific to each poet in Limbo. Oh, we can play as different characters now. Wait. Oh, it's the same character though. But now we just have her spirit. So yeah, we just get a new signature weapon. Okay, we don't need to do another run here. Let's switch out games. We'll do one more game and then we'll call it a night. Let me see what I have here though. This game's not, I mean, this game's good. Like I said, this game's good. I will wish list it. There's no there's no like exit though, huh? Quit game, there we go. Okay, what do we have next? Let's try this one. This one's called Shard Squad. So I'll pull this one up. Shard Squad. This is supposed to be like a Pokemon. I don't know what we want to call it. A Pokemon horde survival type game. Where we get, I think this is the one where you get like beasts to play it, like beasts to capture and stuff. Shard Squad.
What does it mean to be free? Sometimes not knowing the next step can shake even the bravest heart. Our people succumb to dissolvement, a terrible fate. It took from them the very essence of consciousness.
Okay, I think we could skip this.
Freedom.
I'll probably do... This is one of the games where I'll probably do a video on. So I think if I do a video for it, you know, then I'll probably won't skip all that. Talk to Fosco and change the squad leader's shard. Each shard, yeah, this is like a Pokemon game here. Each shard is unique. Try them out and find your favorite. Talk to Captain Nunolino to start your matches. If you'd rather play in co-op mode, talk to Naya and Labu. Okay. So, character selection. Oh, wow. Wait, can we pick all of these characters? Yeah, these are totally Pokemon. Who do we want to pick as? I kind of like our generic character here, Sid. This one looks kind of cool, though, too. Kai and Viv, let's go with this one. Like a shark and then a little fish on our back. Okay, so that's our stage select. Tales of the World. Okay, so we get like an archive here. I already like this game. And then what did we have here? The Beastery. Then we have all the NPCs. Credits and cutscene. Okay. Let's go to stage select. So right now we just have one stage. Kashmir Arca... God, I can't even pronounce that word. Okay, so is this shards attack automatically, but you can aim their attacks with mouse. Auto aim can be enabled with shift or RB. Yes, I'm gonna do auto aim. I always play auto aim. We're gonna do auto aim. Then we have a dash. Oh shit! Whoa. What was that? Okay, so I have one initial reaction about this game. Everything blends in too much. That's my first initial reaction right here. The XP shards blend in, the enemies blend in. It's like they don't do quite enough to make them stand out. You know what I'm saying? Oh wait, dashes are useful but have a long cooldown. Use them at the right moment. Yep. Okay, we get our level ups here. Strengthen skill stats, mainly damage. Strengthen skill stats, mainly cooldown. This is a weird one. So what does this mean? Are we gonna get like a bunch of skill stat level ups, but it mainly does damage? That's a weird way to say that. Okay, increases cooldown reduction, movement speed, collection range, heal over time. Let's go heal over time to start off our run. Let's go look around too. Let's go look around to see if we're supposed to be finding things. Or if it's just kind of a small zone we're playing in here. It looks like we are just playing in a small zone, huh? I'm assuming we'll eventually get new spells too. What up, Maddie? Okay, so these ones are weird to me. The way it's worded. Strengthen skill stats, mainly damage. That's what makes this weird to me. Okay, let's do cooldown reduction. So what are like my stats then? Can I see like what my stats are? I don't think there's any way to see my stats. see. There's no reason to explore. We play in a small zone, right? Yeah, we definitely play in a entrapped zone, so we can't run around and explore. Is that, I can't tell, is that water attack mine, or is that or is that an attack that's gonna hurt me? That's my attack, huh? I was not very clear. That wasn't very clear to me, but I think that is my attack. Okay, let's see. Increases, let's do movement speed. I feel like I'm pretty slow here. Are we gonna get any sort of other attacks though, or is this really all we get? Because if this is all we get, then that's a little meh. Like I literally just, we have 2 attacks. Our little fish buddy is shooting out the projectile, and then the shark is doing obviously the giant wave attack. But I don't know if we're gonna get anything else. And yeah, the dash cooldown is super long. Support shards also attack automatically. Okay, this is what I wanted to see. Combine shards with the same traits to trigger powerful secondary effects. Learn more about your squad's trait in the pause menu. I did hit pause and it didn't do anything. Wait, what? What is happening? What's happening? Okay, good, good. Thank you. This is what I wanted to see here. Okay, so we can get different characters here. So we can get a Leaf Blade character, Toxic Pool, Violet Slash. And they all give us different stats. Okay. This is better. This is better. I was really hoping we were going to see something like this soon. Let's do Lilac. 2 sharp forward strikes. Lovingness Carrying increases max HP. Defeating enemies has a chance to create a crystal whirlwind that can crystallize. And then Shine Bright Like a Girl increases the cooldown reduction of the squad. Okay, so they act like an attack, huh? I like that. That's not... Okay, I like that. Let's do cooldown reduction. At least we get something different. It is a little... The game does feel a little bit slow-paced, though, obviously. We play in such a small zone. Wonder how long a round lasts for. This is basically stand survivors. I don't know. Yeah, I can see the similarity, but not quite. Stand survivor. See, now that was like a unique game. That was pretty cool. Having to collect the different stands to make new stands. And power them up, you know, that was a really good idea. That was a fun one. That was one of those games too where I would have played that a lot more, but it was just again one of those games that just didn't do well for whatever reason. Like Mega Ball. Okay, so we get a boss here now. Alright, let's do the damage upgrade. See, so when I hit pause, it just takes me to here. Oh, traits. Okay, so that's so we can see that. Okay, so that's the only thing I can see, I think. I like the companions and stuff. I think I'm gonna like too that how many different characters there are in this game. Alright, let's do heal over time again. The biggest thing though is this game's too slow. think they need to open up the area a little bit more. Maybe if you had like an actual world to run around in and explore and get power-ups. You know, I don't think there's any sort of power-ups in this game. The dash cooldown is way too long. Like, way too long. It needs to be reduced in half. Let's do damage. Okay, so now we're gonna get a new shard now. Okay, so let's try either Platiplosions. I think we gotta go Platiplosions here. Amphibubbles, Leaf Blades, or Flame Burst. So let's see. Gains the ability to burn enemies continuously, potentially causing an explosion. Dealing damage to enemies has a chance to reduce their armor. And then when one of the three activates their ability, it reduces the cooldown of the other best friend. Oh, what is... Oh! Finally! Event. Be a hooper? Prove your basketball skills while surviving? Oh, that's too simple. I just have to walk over to him. Oh, okay. Well, I actually didn't make it that time. I thought I was like automatically gonna make it. Okay, there's quests. I'm glad to see this though. I think they need to speed this stuff up though a little bit more. I think everything needs to happen a little bit more faster. Also looks like one level in the magnet would be helpful since you need to walk in the... Yeah, I'll probably do one of those here. Let's see. Choose your reward. Gain 1 level. Channel the prismatic essence. Gain 2 random upgrades. I'm gonna try this one because I don't know what the prismatic essence is. Oh, okay. So it just makes me super strong. Yeah, so like, yeah, we could do the collection range. I'm with you on that one, C-Bonds. Alright, let's do area of effect. Maybe that'll make my... maybe it'll make my wave bigger. This game does have co-op though. I wanna... This would be a game that I'm gonna have to try co-op too. I wonder if it's gonna have... if it has actual matchmaking. I didn't see. Oh, okay, let's do skill stats for Lilac. Maybe there's ways too to increase my cooldown reduction too with somewhere maybe in the hub world, but I don't think I saw any sort of meta progression stats in the hub world. So I don't know if we'll be able to upgrade that stuff. Let's go damage again. Okay, so now we're gonna get... Oh, are we done? Do we only get... What is this gonna do? Oh, that just gave me health? I wonder if we only get... I wonder how many friends we get on our squad. Is it just gonna be these ones? It might just be these... If we only get 2 squad members, that's kind of a bummer. I would like to see at least 4 or 5. Okay, let's do one more in collection range. feel really strong now compared to where we were before. Now I feel like I'm actually killing the enemies relatively quick, and I'm one-shotting a lot of the weaker ones. Let's go with critical chance. I'm not a big fan of when games say, okay, increase your critical chance. Well, it's like, okay, how much? How much am I increasing my critical chance? I don't think I can see any of that. Like, we have this stuff over here, but these are just my sort of bonuses that we have. These aren't really... I don't think there's like any way to see my actual stats. Let's keep going damage. Okay, is that gonna be... Oh, what's this? A new squad member. Yay, we do get a new one. Featherstorm. We can get Sid, Dex. Let's go with Featherstorm here. Edge. Defeating enemies has a chance to create a crystallized whirlwind. Okay, so they get like some sort of synergies here, I think. Guarantees critical damage for a few seconds after leveling up. Dealing damage to enemies has a chance to reduce their armor. Yeah, let's go with Edge. Event. Aromatic harvest. Gather 12 swift flowers sown. Okay. So pretty simple quests here, but that's okay. At least they have stuff. I was afraid they weren't going to have quests. But it seems like they happen at every 5 minutes. Maybe they should happen, you know, every 2.5 minutes. I think I wouldn't mind seeing that. These bees are kind of tough. Alright, let's do... See, and these are too generic of stat upgrades too. Let me, you know, let's dig into the weeds here. I want to see what they're actually upgrading. Is it giving me more projectiles? Is it just giving me more damage? Am I getting cooldown reduction? Then we get a bonus here. Let's collect all the XP on the map. Yeah, let's do damage. Let's do... Oh, okay. I wonder if they get an evolution. I'm gonna guess no. But, you know, they might. Because we are leveling them up whenever I do that. There's... Each of them seems to have, you know, maybe 5 different nodes. So there might be a chance that they evolve. Which, I mean, if we're playing a Pokemon game here, there should be evolutions. I'm gonna re-roll. Yeah, because I want to see. Because look, see how we can do this? I'm guessing no, but maybe. But probably no. But that would be very cool. Okay, Mr. Boogie. I'm gonna keep leveling them up then. Just in case. Let's do... then let's do Naruto. So I think this is just a heal again. I'm curious how many buddies we'll get though. Okay, let's do Naruto again. Because now we're only one level up away from Naruto. Alright, here's Naruto. Yeah. No evolution. I didn't think so. I feel like that's a missed opportunity though, but maybe in the actual game. It always feels bad when you have these spells that you can fill up, you know, spells or characters, and they give you little nodes. I guess I'm so used to so many games having that. And then when you're not able to evolve them or get some sort of special upgrade when they get max level and then nothing happens, it's like, oh man. Because that kind of stuff always feels so good in these games. Let's do a little bit more collection range. That'll probably be the last one I do, though. The map is so small, too, that you probably don't really need that much collection range. But like Seabon said, just enough so I don't have to walk right over it every time. Hey, what up, Foul Deliverer? Thank you for subscribing. Alright, let's do... I like Toxic Pool Guy, Hop Hop. So we get another buddy. What's funny is people who are subscribing might not also even be in the stream. They could just be watching a video and then subscribe to the channel. Okay, let's do... Now, I'm assuming when I do an upgrade to, you know, like area of effect, does that affect everybody? You know, it kind of looks like it does. Because I want to know, is Hop Hop's poison puddle gonna get bigger? Is everything gonna get bigger? Not just my spells, my character. What's happening? Oh, Lower Island Gang. Defeat the Southern Bees. Okay. Fighting a bee gang now. Hop again. Alright, let's do the game 1 level. And then we'll do the bats. So my character is maxed out too. Ooh, that guy hits hard. Do the skill stat. Man, how am I supposed to dodge that if I can't dash? Oh no, we died. Defeat. Okay, let's look at what, hey, Havoc, thank you so much for subscribing. Guess you just go until you die here? Maybe. Okay, so total damage here, it looks like our main character probably did by far the most, with Lilac in second place. You know, it's basically the order we got them in, and it does look like we could probably get another, looks like we could have got another buddy here. New content unlocked. Okay, Yokin's recipes grant permanent upgrades. There we go. So there is some sort of meta progression. Yes, awesome. Okay, collection range. So how much do these cost? 100? Let's do like a little bit of everything here. Increases health. Does it actually say how much though? A delicious soup boiled with juicy pumpkins and flavored with saffron and ginger boosts longevity and strengthens immune system. It doesn't actually say how much it increases though. Oh, and vulnerability time? I thought that was something that would need, like, yeah, let's do like a little bit of everything here. Not this one though, because those are too specialized. Let's do critical chance. I kind of don't mind doing more health though, since that's sort of cheaper. Movement speed. We'll do a little bit more collection range, and then I think that's it. Okay, that's cool. Okay, well, we're gonna stop here. You know, 2-hour stream, that's like a good time for me. I gotta get off a little bit after 8 anyways. So I think we'll just stop here and call it. Yeah, these were, I wouldn't say bad games. I do think there's a lot of room for improvement though in both of the ones we played. This one I think plays well, but the game feels a little bit too slow. I think, you know, the events could happen a little bit more quicker. You could get your friends a little bit more quicker. I don't know, the pacing of the game just feels kind of off. And then with the Hellmaiden game, I really liked the card concept of that one, but I didn't like the actual gameplay. The gameplay of the characters didn't feel precise enough for games like this, but the other stuff about it I did like. But we're gonna stop here. So thanks everybody for hanging out and checking out the demos for Steam Next Fest. I'll have a multitude of videos out all week long. There's still going to be Deep Rock Galactic videos every morning, and then most likely 2 Steam Next Fest demo videos afterwards. So make sure to check those out. But that's going to be it. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I hope you have a great rest of your night.